I thought today I'd take a bit of a break from playing Pokemon to play a fan game instead, which is based on my favourite series, Luigi's Mansion. I don't know much about this game that I'm going to play, other than the fact that it's apparently scary, so, perfect for Halloween. Although, when this video comes out, and right now it is the 7th of the month after Halloween, so I'm definitely late. Right now, when I was playing the game, it was Halloween, so, set the mood a bit. Turn off the light, shut the windows, light a candle or two, or if you don't have one of those, light the most flammable thing in your room. This can be your bed sheets, your wooden table, whatever, and join me as I play the Luigi's Mansion fan game, Luigi's Insanity. The game starts with Luigi waking up in his house because of a thunderstorm, and just like any normal person, he gets up for a glass of milk. We then get a call from Professor Egan telling us that he has been captured, but we need to go to the mansion to rescue him. It's never described which mansion this is. We eventually arrive at the haunted mansion of sorts, so we go in. We suddenly receive another call from Professor Egan on our Game Boy Horror, informing us that apparently he can't talk for long, and that supposedly there is a ghost roaming the mansion, and that our only option is to hide from it. Though quite understandably, we do so. Well, that was horrifying. So, we go into the next room, find a lighter, and light a lamp in order to see more. Due to this, we're able to pick out a book from the bookshelf, which does the cliche of activating a hidden door, which allows us to progress some more. The floor caves in ahead, and we have to look for another way to progress. We find a chainsaw in another room, one of the various things that you'd keep in a haunted mansion. And now we have to look for some wood to help us build a bridge over the gap which has happened because the floor caved in. So, to do this, we desecrate a bookshelf and we continue onwards. We locate a telescope in the next room, but it is broken and requires tools to get it working again. We go back into the same room as the one where we found the chainsaw again, and we get a hammer, which is brilliant, because this game uses TF2 logic when it comes to repairing stuff. We look into the telescope and we see a big star. The star turns out to be a meteor, which obliterates the room and half of the mansion, but in doing so, destroys one of the drawers, revealing a key that we needed. Lucky that happened. We enter a new room, in which we almost get skewered by a spike trap, and Egan calls us. He informs us that he researched the phantom that roams around the mansion, and apparently it started to adapt so that it adapts to your mind in order to figure out where you're hiding. Scary stuff. So, I hide in the bathtub, and okay. Wow. Oh god. I'm back at the beginning again. Oh, great. Okay, so it turns out that you're actually meant to hide in the toilet, the cleanest place to hide from a ghost, and the phantom will flush you into the sewers, like any normal blood-hungry spectre. You'll eventually find a key in a tree. I've no clue how it got up there, but the key leads to an elevator. you get into the elevator, and you start going upwards, and the lights turn off, and the Phantom appears behind Luigi, and he starts chasing you through a room, and it's very scary, and it's ridiculous. But he's eventually killed by a beam of light coming from one of the windows as it is becoming day. Now, when I first played this, I thought that, okay, I need to hold the right button in order to run away from this ghost. Turns out, you don't need to do that, because it's a cutscene. It's a massive disappointment, because I would much prefer it if, there was actual risk here, instead of just like, oh, you're just going to live. But it's just a cutscene. Anyway, you eventually find Egad, who just tells you that, okay, I'm sorry about all that. Let's just forget about that for tonight, and then you go home. And that's the end of the game. Honestly, here, if you're watching this video on Halloween or whatever, or you just want to have a spooky night on your own, with the lights turned off, play this game. It's actually, in my opinion, it's not bad. I give it 6 out of 10.